at Royal Oak in Downton. The Royal Oak is an 18th century pub. Sadly at the moment it's closed down, and you can see by these boards that they've had some flooding trouble. It closed down in January 25 after repeated flooding. Difficult one to solve. It's a bit of a slope on the pavement, runs down to the pub, but I'm confident that someone will get it, sort it out and reopen it, because look at this. Got a lovely extension, lots of covers. Use the trade term for tables. Not that I'm in the trade. And there's also a very nice garden area over there. So I'm sure that one day that will reopen sooner or later. And from the pub we're going to walk west past the MOT centre to pick up a footpath on our left. And there's the footpath, clearly defined across the field. And we follow this nice woodland path through the woods so it comes out on the road a bit later on. And lovely rhododendrons, they're all out. Beautiful. Albeit they're an invasive species. I don't know if that's a bomb crater there. It's a pretty abrupt turn into craterness. And there's no chalk or anything to quarry here. So I'm guessing maybe it is a bomb crater, some German bomber dropping its leftover bombs after a raid on the airfields in the forest here. Maybe? I don't know. And there's a gun dog place on the left. But we're continuing straight on along the gravel track. Now before you get to the road and the path over the golf course, you look out for, and it's quite well hidden coming the way we came, the footpath sign here, which leads out across the fields. We're going to take that. And the path across the field is nicely defined. In case you're having trouble finding your way across the field when the crops grow up, you're heading for this path just to the right of the house. And as we exit onto the road, we're going to turn left. And we're continuing along the lane until it meets the main road. Lots of lovely mature trees down this lane. So at the end of Angel Lane, on the main road, we're going to face the traffic, walk along the main road and look for a path on our left by the woods. So it's a short walk along the main road, and when you get to the new Milton and Barton on Sea sign, you look for this path across the other side of this lay-by car park on the left, and it leads down through the woods towards Beckton Bunny. So that's the clubhouse of the golf course, and there's a cafe in there which I think is open to the public. Might be worth a phone call first. And you get to that from the main drive, which is from that gravel car park we went into before we came into the woods. So there's one option if the pub isn't open. And over the gorse you can see Barton on Sea. So we're heading out across the edge of the golf course That's Beckton Bunny, and I'll explain what Beckton Bunny is when we get there. So a slight blockage on the path. They don't want to move at all, they cause a hustle. And a bit of trespassing, here, which continues. But hey ho, we carry on along this footpath, and you ladies will, I don't know, still be here at Christmas. You could see the needles nicely if it was a horrible day, because the worse the weather, the clearer the Isle of Wight is. But today it's all misty, which means it's going to be a nice warm sunny day here. And we're going to continue along this path. At this point the path meets the cliff top path, and we should turn left, and I will turn left shortly, but I'm going to turn right first, go up onto the rise and have a look at the view from the top of the cliff. That's worth coming up to have a look. Lovely little beach, probably only accessible by boat, I would imagine, because of the cliff fall, so don't ever go too near the edge of the cliffs here because they are very crumbly. Trevor. If you look to your left, you'll see that what you're leaning on might only be about 6 inches, Trev. No. No, you maybe have a walk to the beach up here. Anyway, Beckton Bunny is the name of a local name of a chine that runs down to the sea. And we're just on Beckton Bunny now. Over there, out of the mist, you can just see Hengistbury Head, the entrance to Christchurch Harbour. On a clear day, you would see Swanage and Purbeck. And then of course over here, that's the Isle of Wight. Anyway, let's head back down to take that left turn we were supposed to take. So you can see the stream that forms the chine down to the beach. So here's Beckton Bunny. As you see, the stream runs down the little beach. Nice place to sit in the quiet and enjoy. But we're going to carry on along the cliff path. Carry on along the England coast path, and as you can see, bits have been nibbled out because this cliff is very, very soft. The golf course was formed in 1897, and it's 27 holes, and it's Barton on Sea golf course. A beautiful walk along here. Someone out there enjoying the fishing, probably. The cliffs are very sort of muddy, hence the landslips. So the rights of way along the cliff top now are permissive, because the proper paths have fallen into the sea. Anyway, we've finished on the coast path now. And at this sign, just behind it, there's a path leading off across the rough bit of the golf course. So the path comes out on a little car park, and we're going to go on the main road for a short distance again, to the right, then turn left. From the Tiddyford Gap car park, turning right. So careful of the road, it's not far but it's busy. And there's the path over on the left, really a very, very short distance. And we cross the rough old field. Now we're crossing over the Dane Stream. Now Dane Stream rises at Bashley in the forest, and it goes out through Sturt Pond onto the salt marshes at Keyhaven to flow into the Solent. Anyway, carry on over the bridge. A sculpture over there, not quite sure what it is from here. It might be an owl or something like that. When I see it on the TV screen at home and this is uploaded, I'll know. It's just fern and grass. No stingers that I can see. That's the ones you can't see you've got to worry about. We turn right. Nearly back to the pub now. Continue the end of this track. And turn left. That takes us back to the pub. So a right turn onto the road would take you down to Shorefield Country Park on the left. That's a holiday park. And they've got a restaurant there called Tides, which is quite reasonable. So you can go in there if you want something to eat. Or we're going to turn right. Sorry, we're going to turn left. Back to the pub, which isn't open. If it was, it would be lovely. And we're going to jump in the car and go down to the Smugglers down in Milford. Nice bit of colour on that tree. And here we are, back at the Royal Oak. Contrary to the sign, they're not open 11 AM to 11 PM. But come on somebody, buy the pub, sort out this silly little bit of road that obviously floods down into the pub, and you've got a good going concern. All that trade with the holiday parks and all. So there we go, that was a lovely walk. It was too good not to do, just because the pub was closed. It's about 4¼ maybe 4½ miles. Mainly nice walking. If you enjoyed it, the video that is, then please like and subscribe. And I'm going off for some lunch with Trev, but unfortunately it's closed. So we're going to jump in the car and we're going to go down to the Smugglers down in Milford.